Imagine waking up every day with an undeniable confidence, a magnetic presence that draws people in without saying a word. What if I told you that the key to this power lies not in what you do, but in what you choose not to do? Stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're about to learn could completely transform the way people see you forever. Listening is one of the most underrated yet powerful traits you can develop. In a world where everyone is eager to speak, those who truly listen stand out effortlessly. When you listen to someone, you're not just hearing their words, you're giving them your undivided attention, making them feel valued and understood. People are naturally drawn to those who can make them feel this way. To master this habit, start by being fully present in conversations. Eliminate distractions. Put your phone away, make eye contact, and nod occasionally to show you're engaged. Resist the urge to interrupt or formulate your response while they're still speaking. Instead, focus entirely on their words and what they're trying to express. When they finish, ask thoughtful questions or paraphrase their thoughts to confirm you understand. This simple act not only builds trust, but also creates a sense of connection that words alone can't achieve. Being a good listener doesn't mean you're passive. It means you're actively participating in the exchange, but with an emphasis on understanding rather than dominating. This habit exudes confidence and calm, making others see you as someone they can rely on. Over time, you'll notice how this silent strength becomes a magnetic quality, drawing people towards you naturally. Confidence without arrogance is one of the most attractive qualities you can embody. It's not about bragging or trying to prove yourself. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and knowing your worth without the need for validation. This quiet self-assurance is magnetic because it speaks volumes without saying a word. To cultivate this, start by identifying your strengths and acknowledging your achievements. You don't have to announce them to the world, simply own them internally. When you walk into a room, hold your head high, maintain good posture, and make eye contact. These nonverbal cues silently communicate confidence. At the same time, practice humility. Recognize that everyone has something to teach you, and don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong or don't know something. True confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing your imperfections and continuing to grow. By striking this balance, you'll project an aura of strength and approachability. People will feel drawn to your authenticity and admire your ability to navigate life with grace and quiet determination. Listening is an underestimated art that can transform your social presence and make you irresistibly attractive. When you genuinely listen, you make others feel valued, understood, and important. This silent act speaks louder than words, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Start by giving your full attention during conversations. Put away distractions like your phone and maintain eye contact to show that you're present. Nod occasionally or respond with small affirmations to let the speaker know you're engaged. Avoid interrupting. Instead, allow them to express their thoughts fully before you respond. Practice active listening by not only hearing their words, but also observing their emotions and body language. Reflect on what they say and ask thoughtful questions to show genuine curiosity. For instance, if someone shares a story about a challenge they faced, you might ask, "How did you handle that?" Or, "What did you learn from the experience?" By being an attentive listener, you'll stand out in a world. This habit not only enhances your social skills, but also leaves a lasting impression of warmth, understanding, and emotional intelligence. Confidence isn't about speaking loudly or drawing attention to yourself. It's about exuding a calm, quiet assurance that naturally attracts others. True confidence is unspoken and stems from knowing your worth without the need for constant validation. This kind of presence makes you magnetic, as it signals strength and self-respect. To cultivate this quiet confidence, start by focusing on your posture and body language. Stand tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, and make steady eye contact. These subtle nonverbal cues speak volumes about your inner composure. When you walk into a room, take your time and move with purpose. It shows you're comfortable in your own skin. Avoid over-explaining yourself or seeking approval in conversations. Instead, speak deliberately and let your words carry weight. Silence can be powerful. It gives you the space to think before you respond and often makes others more attentive when you do speak. Quiet confidence also means embracing vulnerability. You don't need to have all the answers or pretend to be perfect. Acknowledging mistakes or saying, "I don't know," can demonstrate humility and self-assurance. This balance of strength and openness draws people towards you, creating a sense of trust and admiration. Being genuinely curious about others is one of the most underrated yet powerful ways to build silent attraction. People are drawn to those who make them feel seen, heard, and valued. When you show interest in others, it communicates that you're not self-absorbed and that you have the emotional capacity to connect meaningfully. Start by asking thoughtful questions. Instead of sticking to surface-level small talk, dig deeper by inquiring about their passions, experiences, or perspectives. For example, if someone mentions a recent trip, ask, "This not only shows genuine interest, but also creates an opportunity for a more engaging conversation." Listen actively when they speak. Avoid interrupting or waiting for your turn to talk. Instead, nod, maintain eye contact, and provide affirmations like, "That's interesting," or "Tell me more." These small gestures signal that you're fully present and genuinely invested in what they're sharing. Being curious also means withholding judgment. Approach conversations with an open mind and seek to understand different viewpoints. This openness makes people feel safe around you, as they know they won't be criticized or dismissed. In turn, they'll associate your presence with warmth and acceptance, making you silently irresistible. Mastering nonverbal communication is a cornerstone of silent attraction. Your body language often speaks louder than your words, conveying confidence, openness, and approachability. When you walk into a room, the way you carry yourself sets the tone for how others perceive you. Start with posture. Stand tall with your shoulders back and head held high. This doesn't just exude confidence, it also makes you appear more approachable and trustworthy. Avoid slouching or crossing your arms, as these can signal discomfort or disinterest. Your facial expressions play a critical role too. A genuine, relaxed smile can put people at ease and make you seem more inviting. Pair this with consistent eye contact. Looking into someone's eyes while they're speaking shows that you're engaged and attentive, but be careful not to overdo it, as this can come off as intimidating. Your gestures and movements should also align with your intentions. Use open, fluid gestures rather than quick or abrupt movements. This creates a sense of calm and control that others find attractive. Subtle mirroring, like matching someone's posture or tone, can also build rapport on a subconscious level, making them feel more connected to you. Finally, be mindful of your energy. A calm, composed presence often leaves a more lasting impression than overly animated or nervous behavior. By mastering these nonverbal cues, you communicate a silent strength and charm that naturally draws others toward you. The ability to listen actively is one of the most underrated yet powerful habits when it comes to silent attraction. People often focus on what they should say to make an impression, but true connection comes from being a great listener. This habit not only makes you appear more thoughtful and empathetic, but also creates a sense of trust and mutual respect. When someone is speaking, give them your undivided attention. Put away distractions like your phone or any other devices. Your focus should be entirely on the person in front of you. Show that you're engaged by nodding subtly or responding with brief affirmations like, "I see," or "that makes sense." This encourages the speaker to continue and shows you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. Another key element is the use of reflective listening. Repeat or paraphrase what they've said to confirm your understanding. For example, "So, what you're saying is..." This not only helps clarify the conversation, but also demonstrates that you value their thoughts. Your body language plays a significant role in active listening. Face the person, maintain eye contact, and lean in slightly to show you're present in the moment. Avoid interrupting, as this can make you seem impatient or dismissive. Instead, wait for natural pauses to contribute to the conversation. Silence can also be powerful. Pausing before you respond allows you to gather your thoughts and gives the other person the space to feel heard. This subtle yet impactful approach builds deeper connections and makes you stand out as someone who truly cares. Listening actively not only enhances your social presence, but also fosters meaning. Mastering the art of self-control is a habit that not only enhances your attractiveness, but also sets you apart as a person of depth and integrity. People are naturally drawn to those who remain composed and measured, especially in high-stress or emotionally charged situations. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in responding, not reacting, and maintaining your inner peace regardless of external circumstances. To practice self-control, begin by becoming more aware of your emotional triggers. When you feel a strong emotion rising, pause before acting. Take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to process what's happening. This small delay can help you avoid impulsive reactions that might escalate situations or make you seem erratic. It also signals to others that you are thoughtful and in control of yourself, which is inherently attractive. Another important aspect is learning to manage your desires and impulses. This applies to everything from material possessions to emotional indulgence. When you demonstrate restraint, whether by resisting unnecessary purchases or avoiding emotional outbursts, you exhibit a level of discipline that earns respect. It shows that you are not easily swayed by fleeting feelings or temptations, which conveys stability and maturity. Your words are another area where self-control is vital. Speak deliberately and thoughtfully, choosing your words carefully. Avoid gossiping, complaining, or speaking out of anger. Instead, focus on being constructive and solution-oriented. This not only prevents misunderstandings, but also enhances your credibility and makes people value your opinions more. By mastering self-control, you exude a quiet confidence and strength that naturally draws people toward you. It's a subtle yet powerful way to influence your surroundings while maintaining a sense of personal integrity that others deeply admire. Having a calm and grounded presence is an essential habit that makes you silently attractive. When you exude tranquility, it creates a sense of safety and reliability that draws people toward you. In a world filled with noise, chaos, and constant distractions, a composed demeanor stands out as a refreshing and magnetic quality. To cultivate this calm presence, focus on practicing mindfulness in your daily life. Pay attention to your breathing, especially in stressful or overwhelming situations. Deep, steady breaths can help anchor you in the moment, keeping you from being swept away by anxiety or frustration. This not only helps you maintain your composure, but also sets the tone for others to feel at ease around you. Another aspect is maintaining emotional balance. When you face challenges, avoid overreacting or letting your emotions control your behavior. Instead, approach problems with a steady and measured attitude. By showing that you can remain composed under pressure, you project confidence and reliability, making others naturally gravitate toward you. Physical cues also play a role in your calm presence. Avoid fidgeting or making nervous gestures. Keep your posture relaxed yet confident, with open body language that communicates ease and approachability. Your tone of voice matters as well. Speak in a clear, calm, and measured way that reflects your inner peace. Lastly, cultivate patience. Whether it's waiting your turn, listening to someone without interrupting, or allowing situations to unfold naturally, patience shows maturity and self-assuredness. It signals that you are not in a rush to prove yourself or demand attention, which makes you even more appealing to those around you. A calm presence is not about being emotionless. It's about demonstrating control, balance, and a sense of inner peace. This habit not only enhances your attractiveness, but also creates a positive environment that others want to be a part of. Being genuinely interested in others is a powerful. When you listen actively and engage with others on a deeper level, you show them that they are valued. This genuine interest doesn't require loud gestures or constant attention. It's about making others feel seen and understood, which is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. Start by practicing active listening. This means fully focusing on the person you're interacting with, without interrupting or formulating your response before they're done speaking. Giving someone your undivided attention signals respect and interest, making them feel heard and important. Noticing even the smallest details about them, such as remembering something they said or asking follow-up questions, shows that you care about what they have to share. Another way to demonstrate genuine interest is by asking thoughtful questions. Rather than simply making small talk, ask questions that encourage the other person to open up about their experiences, passions, and values. This creates a deeper connection where the conversation goes beyond surface-level exchanges and into more meaningful territory. When you make someone feel like they are the most important person in the room during a conversation, it not only makes them feel good, but it also makes you more attractive. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel comfortable and understood, and the ability to make someone feel that way requires empathy and emotional intelligence. Additionally, show that you value people for who they are, not what they can offer you. Avoid focusing on what you can gain from the relationship, and instead, approach each interaction with the mindset of adding value to the other person's life. This selflessness is incredibly appealing, as it shows that you are not driven by ulterior motives, but by a sincere desire to connect and build meaningful relationships. By cultivating this genuine interest, you naturally become more. People gravitate towards those who make them feel special, and this subtle yet powerful habit will surely make you stand out in any social setting. When you practice humility, you don't have to broadcast your achievements or talents to be seen or admired by others. Humility is attractive because it reflects a person who is self-assured, content with who they are, and doesn't need validation from others. People are drawn to those who aren't overly concerned with proving themselves or seeking praise for their accomplishments. Instead, they are focused on learning, growing, and helping others. Humility allows you to connect with others without creating distance or competition. Rather than trying to outshine people or take credit for things that others have contributed to, you acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of those around you. By doing so, you show that you are grounded, secure in your abilities, and not threatened by the success of others. This fosters a sense of mutual respect and admiration. You can display humility by being open to feedback and accepting constructive criticism without getting defensive. A humble person listens to others, learns from them, and is always striving to improve. They are willing to admit when they don't know something and are unafraid to ask for help or advice. This willingness to grow and admit imperfection not only shows maturity, but also helps you to build stronger connections with others, as they appreciate your openness and self-awareness. Additionally, humility often leads to a greater sense of empathy. When you are humble, you are more likely to see things from other people's perspectives, and you understand that everyone has their own struggles and challenges. This ability to empathize with others and relate to their experiences creates an atmosphere of comfort and trust. People are naturally drawn to those who treat others with kindness, respect, and understanding. Another key aspect of humility is being able to accept both success and failure with grace. A humble person doesn't let praise inflate their ego or let failure crush their spirit. Instead, they remain composed and focused on what they can learn from every experience. This balanced attitude makes them more approachable, as they are not constantly trying to prove themselves or defend their reputation. Humility, when practiced genuinely, has a quiet yet powerful magnetism. It draws people in because it makes them feel comfortable, appreciated, and valued. It's a habit that quietly signals confidence without arrogance, and it's one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. Through humility, you don't just win the respect of others, you win their admiration and trust without even trying. When you practice humility, you don't have to broadcast your achievements or talents to be seen or admired by others. Humility is attractive because it reflects a person who is self-assured, content with who they are, and doesn't need validation from others. People are drawn to those who aren't overly concerned with proving themselves or seeking praise for their accomplishments. Instead, they are focused on learning, growing, and helping others. Humility allows you to connect with others without creating distance or competition. Rather than trying to outshine people or take credit for things that others have contributed to, you acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of those around you. By doing so, you show that you are grounded, secure in your abilities, and not threatened by the success of others. This fosters a sense of mutual respect and admiration. You can display humility by being open to feedback and accepting constructive criticism without getting defensive. A humble person listens to others, learns from them, and is always striving to improve. They are willing to admit when they don't know something and are unafraid to ask for help or advice. This willingness to grow and admit imperfection not only shows maturity, but also helps you to build stronger connections with others, as they appreciate your openness and self-awareness. Additionally, humility often leads to a greater sense of empathy. When you are humble, you are more likely to see things from other people's perspectives, and you understand that everyone has their own struggles and challenges. This ability to empathize with others and relate to their experiences creates an atmosphere of comfort and trust. People are naturally drawn to those who treat others with kindness, respect, and understanding. Another key aspect of humility is being able to accept both success and failure with grace. A humble person doesn't let praise inflate their ego or let failure crush their spirit. Instead, they remain composed and focused on what they can learn from every experience. This balanced attitude makes them more approachable, as they are not constantly trying to prove themselves or defend their reputation. Humility, when practiced genuinely, has a quiet yet powerful magnetism. It draws people in because it makes them feel comfortable, appreciated, and valued. It's a habit that quietly signals confidence without arrogance, and it's one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. Through humility, you don't just win the respect of others, you win their admiration and trust without even trying.